Good morning, my beautiful people. It is another day. Yes, it is Thursday. So I hope you are tucked in, not in bed, but into your TV screens this morning with DBS This Morning, the show that wakes you up in the know. So, guys, today we have a lot of things to talk about. But before we get into all that good stuff, let's take a stop at the news desk for this morning's headlines.
Good morning. The World Bank has predicted that the global economy may tip into a recession this year, but chartered accountant Richard Peterkin says in spite of the gloomy predictions, St. Lucia and other regional territories may not necessarily follow the trend of the downturn in their economies if this does happen.
When you look at what some of the other people are saying, Goldman Sachs, for example, is saying that the U.S. economy may avoid a recession entirely and that the Eurozone dodged the same bullet. So they are a little more bullish. They are saying that, okay, there are risks, but there's no guarantee based on what we're seeing that that's the way we're going to go. So they tend to be less gloomy than the Bull Bank, which is decidedly, less cherry than say what Wolfman is saying.
Peterkin says the best way for St. Lucia to get through this year is for the government to do exactly what it said in its 2022-2023 budget, that is to pump more money into infrastructural projects. Meanwhile, the government is currently in discussions with Aleutian Blue Ocean Seafood Inc. about reopening the seafood retail facility by June this year. The seafood retail entity has been closed since 2021.
Moving before mid-year, we will see a reopening of the fisheries facility, but there are a lot of issues, financial issues and so on that I do not want to mention. But we really need to do something about it, and my cabinet, the cabinet which I'm part of, we are in discussion to making this happen very soon.
The minister previously bemoaned the privatization of the facility, which he says had been a gift from the Japanese government to the fishers. The closure of the facility, he says, placed fishers in a bind without a market for their catches. A committee has been set up to oversee relief efforts for victims of the November 2022 flooding in the island's north. Over 400 households were affected in the Grosley constituency, with millions in damage being reported. In December 2022, the government, through the St. Lucia Social Development Fund, or SSDF, gave a check of $2,500 to affected households and families.
So a committee featuring the MP, NEMO representative from Social Transformation and Infrastructure, to really look at how we can provide further support to those affected by the trough. We had glitches, as you would imagine. Almost 400 checks had to be written, and so we had some challenges in terms of names being misspelled, the normal challenges within the public sector. But I think most people were happy. Some are still on the fences, and we continue to ask people that were affected, that have pictures and images that may not have been evaluated by NEMO, to get in contact with my office and NEMO to ensure that we provide as much help as we can to individual households. And again, I have to stress that the assistance was provided to households. So we have situations where two individuals from the same household expected a check from NEMO, from SSDF, and that was not what we said. We always said that it would be per household.
$800,000 has been disbursed to the affected households so far. Vendors on the VG Beach are appealing to the authorities to fix a compromised sewage system that they say is affecting their ability to ply their trade.
It is really affecting because sometimes when the tourists come, you see they take their smell, not even saying they're going back. And it's affecting us too, because we are vendors, When the tourists go, we can't sell nothing. It's about 2 months. So the last time they came to fix it, I don't know what they fixed, and then it come up more. And more the smell coming out, And that's not good for the health, you understand? Definitely. It's time for them to do something about it. I mean, NCA, they have to do something. Definitely they have to do it. Because, the tourists will not see if they're smelling, you understand? And then we can make $1.
The vendors are hoping the situation is resolved at the soonest. And those are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Thanks, news team, and don't go too far, because we'll be right back. Guys, yes, number one, we have beautiful eyes. That's right, we have Bel Zye. So let's see what they are all about. Good morning, my beautiful people. I am joined here with Louise Solomon Purcell, who is an optometrist hair at Bel Zye. Now, she is a really beautiful one as well, so I just want to add that. So how are you doing this morning?
Oh, thank you. It's nice to be in the presence of beautiful people like you. I'm doing well, thank you very much.
That's what we love to hear. It's a beautiful morning, so we want to ensure that we're waking up in a good mood, in a good spirit, because we have a lot to discuss today. So for those of you who do not know, just brief them on what an optometrist is.
So I'm an optometrist, and what that means is that I specialize in eyes. So a main job of an optometrist is that we test eyes for glasses and we fit different types of contact lenses. That's the main thing that we do. But we also look at things like eye muscle problems and some eye diseases also.
Okay, so that sounds like a lovely job. That means you love eyes, right? So now we are at Bel Zye. So for those people who do not know what Bel Zye is, just tell them what you'll do around here.
Okay, so Bel Zye is the company I started in 2020, and the aim of Bel Zye, which is beautiful eyes as we know, is to do something a little different. So I'm the optometrist here, and I also have a colleague of mine who also is an optometrist, and we test eyes, we fit contact lenses, and we supply glasses and all types of optical devices. But our concentration here really is making you, the customer, feel beautiful. That's why we call it Bel Zye. So we specialize in providing different things. So we offer different tints, different coatings. We offer mirrored tints, mirrored coatings on your glasses. And we just like to make our patients feel special and beautiful.
Oh, that's what I love to hear. Now, I did not know what Bel Zye meant. That was one of my questions, because as everyone should know by now, I'm not a fluent Creole speaker. I'm trying my best. I'm getting more involved in the culture, so we're trying to learn new things as we go along. But wow, I didn't know that. And that's such a beautiful name for what you're doing. I believe that when you put that kind of name to something that you're doing, everybody just gets a little bit more comfortable with it. Like, beautiful eyes. I think I need to go and check out, So I really love that name. I love the play on the words. Chef's kiss. Now, for all those who do not know where Bel Zye is located, just give them a brief location and stuff like that.
Sure, we're on Bourbon Street in Castries, so right on the square, a few doors from Central Library. So if you just walk up from Central Library, you pass the Workers' Credit Union, and we're just right there. So where Document Centre used to be, but we're right down the square.
Oh, so you see easy access right in the heart of town. I love that. Accessibility, we need that, especially when it comes to our eyes. Now, you said you started in 2020. Where did that inspiration come from before starting this business?
Okay, well, I've been an optometrist for over 20 years without saying too much about my age. I qualified in the UK. So my parents are St. Lucian. I grew up in the UK, but I moved back to St. Lucian. I have been working at various eye places since I came back. But I really wanted to do something different. From my training in the UK, I find the emphasis on glasses and contact lenses is different. So we like to provide a different service. So as I said before, we like to give people a choice, not just you have to have progressives or you have to have this. People can have different types of progressive. They can have tints on their glasses. We can do, as I said, mirror coatings, different things. So we're also offering a service for children here. We're trying to help all the children who are becoming short-sighted, and it's a real problem recently because, especially with the pandemic, a lot of children now are mainly on their devices, and all of us really are doing a lot of device work. So we're finding a lot of children are becoming short-sighted, and it's not just in St. Lucia, but actually it's a global thing, it's a global issue. So one of the things that's been introduced worldwide is new lenses and contact lenses to fit children with, and it actually helps to slow down and stop the progression of short-sightedness. So what the aim is to prevent children becoming short-sighted in the future, or to reduce the risk of their short-sightedness in the future. And this is a good thing because when you are short-sighted, you are more at risk of eye diseases such as glaucoma, retinal detachment, macular degeneration. So we want to help our children not to become so short-sighted, and so that's something that's a passion of mine. So we've now got these new lenses that are available worldwide, but we want to offer here a world-class service. So whatever you can get overseas, we want people to be able to access it from St. Lucia too.
Oh, Wow, so you're telling me that the kids, the grown-ups, everybody has something here at Bel Zye. And I love the fact that you're like trying to prevent this or slow it down. Because honestly, I did not know that all of these diseases could have been caused by that. And I was just like, wow. So you see, guys, it is very good to get into a conversation. It's always good to educate yourself, get knowledge, and this is a perfect place to do that. As you can see, they're very open with information, and that's what I love. You know, we don't want to come unwillingly and we know we don't know anything. We want you to be fed with the knowledge, because a lot of people out here are walking around ignorant. They don't know anything, and they will just assume, oh, I don't need glasses, I can see. But can you really? I find when you go and get tested, you realize that maybe I haven't been seen as well as I thought, because everyone gets so comfortable with what they can see. But maybe I am seeing colors a little strange, right? So guys, this is a perfect opportunity to come down to Bel Zye, check this stuff out, just get tested, right? We always want to get tested to see what's going on. Well, you cannot go wrong with that, right?
I agree. Definitely. So I encourage people to come and have an eye test with us. We will have a look at you. If you need glasses, we will advise you on the best for you. And if you don't, then that's great also. But it's still important to keep testing your eyes, because you never know. And you can have issues with the eye that you don't know about. For example, you can have issues with the back of the eye, glaucoma. All these diseases you wouldn't know about until it's too late. So it's so important to test your eyes early and to know what your status is.
That is truly important. Now with that, I would like you to tell everyone how they can contact you and how they can see all your beautiful work.
Sure, so you can call us on 572-9800, or you can WhatsApp us on 485-9898. We're also on social media. You can check us out on Facebook and on Instagram. Our handle is Bel Zye Eye Care. So Bel Zye Eye Care, all one word.
Okay, so again, with that information, I want to say thank you for joining me here today. It was lovely. And guys, you see, I gave you that information, so I just want you to start running over. Just start running, okay? Run to the location, run to the social medias, give them a call, and see how you can get checked out today, right here at Bel Zye. So with that, guys, I'll see you in just a little bit. Welcome back. So now we are on to number 2. Now we spoke about beautiful eyes, and you know what beautiful eyes like to see? Clean grounds. So let's check out KFC and their cleanup campaign.
Well, this started off as an awareness of just trying to get persons to be mindful of proper disposal of the garbage and stuff. And then we started by doing a TVC, just to make, like I said, heighten the awareness of when you use stuff, whether it's KFC or any other items you have, just to be mindful of disposing of these items properly. Some people have their vehicles, you can keep a little trash bag in your vehicle, or if you're out and about, after you use whatever, if it's a food item or what have you, then you could probably wait until you get to a bin if you're walking around in town or around the Bay Area or by a mall. We're just trying to encourage that habit of persons disposing of garbage properly. I mean, it contributes to keeping the country clean, keeping our country beautiful. You know, we have guests for the citizens and guests alike, so we want to encourage that. So we started, like I said, with the TV ad to heighten that awareness, and then we're augmenting it now with the bins which we've been placing. We have 3 of them at Rundy Bay. That's where we started out with 3 units in the JQ Mall area. And the idea now is to add in the different communities. As you see here in Castries, this is, you know, the most trafficked area in town, around the square. So we have 2, one on this side and one on the other side. And the idea is to, like I said, place this as many communities as possible. Our next communities we're looking at is Viewfort and Soufrière, to place these types of bins in these communities as well. Well, I mean, recycling, as you know, is a global phenomenon that has been prevalent for a lot of years now. A lot of persons, everybody put, basically, I mean, the garbage in the same bag. You know, you put plastics, you put paper, But really and truly, as much as possible, I mean, we don't practice it here to full effect, but we try to encourage persons to separate their plastic from their paper, because as you know, most of the plastic bottles are being recycled. We have the Replast project, which we're part of also. We're supporting the Replast. If you collect, you collect your empty water bottles, you can bring it to them. They have the collection days where you can actually go and give it to them, and they give you points. You don't get money, but they have a points program where when you bring your plastic bottles in, you get points which you can redeem at the different business places, Marcy, etc. So we're encouraging recycling as well. I know it's not going to be practiced that much, but there's a general idea of disposing your garbage properly. If persons practice that, then it would still be a win situation for everybody. Well, we're hoping that we're encouraging persons, first of all, to actually make use of the bins. We're encouraging persons to make use of the bins, and then the idea is that it will catch on as everybody see it. It's very conspicuous, as you can see. We made it that way deliberately, so you'll actually see it and you'll know that there's a bin there. Or if you know you're in the boulevard area but you're aware that there's a bin, you could walk a few meters if you have something to dispose of. And I mean, when you reach the bin, just place it in there. And it's going to take much from somebody to do that. So that's what we try to instill in people. Like I said, the idea is to do as many communities as possible so that we will have it as much of the island locations as possible. So it will be an island-wide, concept to have an island-wide campaign, an island-wide awareness of persons disposing the garbage properly, try to keep the city and the island as clean and beautiful as possible, preventing, clogging of rivers and drains that will cause flooding. So all of that is part of the whole mindset we're trying to create and try to perpetuate. And it's not something that we want to just do and, next year, finish with it. We want to continue pursuing this, like I said, and as we go from year to year, so hopefully we'll probably try to cover every community, every major community in St. Lucia and have at least one of these bins there. Yes.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's SocaCize session. Leading the wine, we have Suzanne from Studio Fit and Healthy 911 and myself, Shani, from SocaCize St. Lucia. Let's get ready to flaunt with SocaCize. This morning's workout is a wine and tone routine to Happiness by Ding Dong. Let's get moving. All right, so we're going to begin tap, tap, step back side. 4, 3, 2. Tap, tap, back. Tap, tap, back. Tap, tap, back. One more. We're going to add the arms to that. Let's go. Hey. 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 One more. Stretch those hands to the ceiling. Let's go. Brush the shoulder. Hey. 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 Push. Side. Next side. Happiness. Up. Brush it. Hey. Push. Next side. Third. Hey. 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 Leg on the bird. Hey. Next side. Step it out. Hey. 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 4, 3, 2. Happiness. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. Push. Happiness. Whoa. Push. We're gonna tap. Let's go. Hey. 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 Let's add the arms. Hey. Happiness. Happiness. Let's go. Whoa. Push. Again. Whoa.
dance and I enjoy myself. If you want
Happy, happy.
Happiness. Whoa. We not in another with stress.
Push.
We not fear friend, we not bad mind. We don't want no friendship from them. Sing again now. Happiness.
Whoa.
We not in another with stress.
Push, push.
Dance me a dance and I enjoy myself. If you want start up for your business.
That was this morning's session. We hope you are feeling sexy, sultry, and strong. Do remember to flaunt today.
All right, guys, that brings us to the end of today's show. I hope you enjoyed it because I think I did a good one with those words. They were, I gave you all good hints today. So you cannot complain. You cannot say you did not know what was coming. I gave it to y'all nice and easy. So, guys, I want you to go out today. Have an amazing day. Go out, be great, and I'll see you tomorrow bright and early. Bye.